So, my neighbours are making a lot of noise, so I am doing this in my bedroom, in the front veranda. This particular book has had a bit of a history. It's called The Day, which is from a Neil Gaiman short story I read recently. And it's a concertina with pockets, with a wraparound cover, and each of the pockets, as you can see, because you can actually see the light coming through them, pockets have some words in them, and they also have some bits. Each envelope has like a line from the short story. Hello, Kevin. A line from the short story, and the back of each pocket has some words, which are going to make some sense in a second. It's not a poem. It's a short story, and as we've learned from the Envelope series, when you do a short story or a poem in pockets, you've got to be able to allow it to be read out of order, and that actually works with this particular short story because it's a short story. It's not as beautiful because the feel isn't there, but the story itself is quite lovely. So this is about a day where all these things happened, and the punchline, more or less, is you didn't notice any of this because you were wondering if I was going to call. So that is wondering if I was going to call comes a lot across all of the bottom of the pockets, and you didn't notice all of this. It goes across all the top of all the pockets. If I were to do it again, I would probably make a line go all along, but I didn't plan the work that far. I just wanted to make it work. So I will read you the entire poem, but I originally was going to put this in some expense envelopes, and a number of things happened. One, I somehow got the measurements all wrong, but these fit so beautifully in my hand and feel so gorgeous that I just wanted to make them pockets. I wanted navy blue, but didn't have enough navy blue to make but my eyes wanted navy blue, but when I put these pieces against the navy blue, it was hard to see the words being held up. They're pretty good to see on this orange floor, so that's cool. And as it turns out, you don't put the red against the piece against the red like that, but I didn't know that when I made it. But these are all the pieces. It's a piece of, it's got a map of Paris, a bit of a map of Paris. It's got the words to this poem across there in different sizes and fonts. This is the image here in the background with some World War II images of my grandfather's from when he was in the Navy in the Pacific. There's also, I think that's pretty much it. Maps of Paris, pictures of the Navy, and some words. Overall, the images that go in the pockets, just really liked them. And then because I made the wraparound cover with a spare piece of paper, last night I put the entirety of the thing. Oh, and it's glued itself. Hang on. So it glued itself. I've broken it. It was going there. It hasn't scarred that a little bit there. Yeah, this is let's call it a maquette, and it'll be done with it. This is actually a shopping bag from. I'm gonna say. Oh no, a store. Oh, Blue Illusion. You see a little bit of the word illusion on the back cover there. It's this kind of Tiffany blue, which I really like and looks lovely with the red. Here is the whole text. That day, the saucer day, the zombie day, the Ragnarok and fairies day, the great winds came and snows and the cities turns to crystal. The day all plants died, the plastics dissolved, the day the computers turned, the screens telling us we would obey, the day angels drunk and muddled stumbled from bars and all the bells of London were sounding, the day animals spoke to us in Assyrian, the Yeti day, the fluttering capes and arrival of the time machine day. You didn't notice any of this because you were sitting in your room not doing anything, not even reading, not really, just looking at your telephone, wondering if I was going to call. The poem itself, or the words itself, I've forgotten what story it was from. It might even have been The Day the Saucers Came, might be the name of the story. But it kind of doesn't matter. I'm sure Neil Gaiman will be okay with me quoting him. One day I might check with him. That's the book in its entirety.